Hey guys, Jaws of Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Deluxe Class War for Cybertron Bumblebee. So, here he is in his Cybertronian car mode, and yes, this is the second figure I got from the Studio Series Gamer Edition subline. But he is marked as 01, so technically he is the first. But yeah, he's from the first wave of this whole Gamer Edition thing, nonetheless, alongside Optimus and Barricade. Um, but yeah, before we take a look at Bumblebee himself, let's take a look at the packaging. So here it is. And yeah, looks really cool. I really like how these Gamer Edition figures are packaged because, they got the kind of OG little render here, and then, of course, you got the classic logo right up there. It's so nostalgic to see that logo after, like, so long now, but, yeah. And, yeah, you got this right here. And, yeah, like I said before, he is Gamer Edition 01. And there's that. On this side, you get a closer look at that render. And, again, I really like that silver they gave, for the packaging. It's not actual silver, it's just kind of like that printing, but still pretty cool. You can even see it a little bit reflecting here in the 01, and then the this thing right here, I forgot what it's called. Real gamers, like full-on gamers, will definitely know what that's called. I mean, I play video games sometimes, it's not a whole lot. Of course, got Deluxe cost right here, and the other side, you get a larger look at the render. And, Transformers Authentic. It's not a third party. So, yeah. And then back here, you got Video Game Inspired, Defend Icon, which is the name of the backdrop that's included with this guy. And you get two renders right here. One is RAW mode and one is alt mode. He has 21 steps. And here is the little bio that they give. And here's the backdrop included little photo. All this down here. And this RAM stuff down on the bottom of the box, and that's pretty much it for the packaging. So yeah, let's get right back into Bumblebee himself. So yeah, surprisingly, yeah, this is actually a really good figure right here. Because when I was first through, it's like, okay, well, this looks good, but there's some little issues that I'm already seeing, but surprisingly, they're not as bad as I thought. But he does have some other little issues that I didn't expect that he does have, but overall, this guy is really good. But why that is, well, let's take a look right now. As you can see here in his alt mode, this is one of the reasons why I really like this guy, because this alt mode right here looks spot on to the game and stuff. From the details, the paint, and just the overall vibe. Like when you see this, you already know which version of Bumblebee this is, unless you've never seen the Cybertron games version of Bumblebee, but. Yeah, I'm close here. Real nice. You get the About logo right there. And you get some black and red paint here for like the headlights, sort of. You get red here. And you get this nice red stripe painted in the top. This black paint. Other side, pretty much the same as what we got before. I really like what they did here with the wheels. They kind of like sort of built them in. So they're not like sticking out like an Earth vehicle. They actually, are like inside like the car almost. So it still gives off that Cybertronian vibe. I do like that. You can tell those aren't Earth tires because those are pretty thin tires. And of course you got the tail lights right here, both painted red. And yeah, and then you got 4 slots right here, which we'll get into when we look at the accessories and storage and whatnot. And the bottom here, visible head syndrome. Yep, he's got his head just chilling out right here. But yeah, really nice looking alt mode. Really dig it. So, yeah, now anyways, speaking of accessories and storage, he does come with 3 accessories, so we'll get into those right now. So, starting off, he does come with his sword, which I think is a really nicely done sword. Yeah, here it is. Really cool. And the other side. And you see it's got a little tab right here. But before we get into all the storage, let's get into the other two accessories. So it comes with this big beefy gun with a small little cannon though. I mean, like as you see right here, just a little small tip, and it's a huge cannon. But that's prized for, you know, blast effects and stuff. But yeah, really cool. And finally, it comes with a kind of normal sized blaster. And yeah, so yeah, pretty cool. Now, anyways, for weapons storage, well, you could put a lot of these anywhere. You know, you could put, there's a slot right up here, and so what you could do is you could put this right up here. So now he can blast his enemies as he's driving along, and you can also do it with this gun. Sort of, it's kind of asymmetrical, so it doesn't really look all that great, but you know, I mean, it looks fine to me. I mean, you know, you could go pew 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 pew, and you could also put his sword right up here. I think that's really nice. At the bottom, there's a slot right here. This is where I prefer to put his sword. You just gotta put it, align it right, and wait a minute. Oh, I'm not doing this right. There we go. And yeah, so now it's a lot more clean, out of the way and stuff. Now, as for more hidden storage for the cannons and the guns and stuff, they go right here. So these 4 slots right here are obviously for guns. Now, if you want to put this in, you know, if you want to store these in a position where it's not going to get all in the way, I recommend you put the bigger cannon right up here, and then his smaller blaster right up here, like position like this. So they're both tabbed into the right slots, but you could do whatever you like, but, you know, I think this is the easiest to work with, because, you know, if I have this flip, then it gets all in the way and stuff, so, but yeah, when I said he can hide all his blasters and stuff, it doesn't really, you know, get hidden all that much, because you could see it, like, hanging off the back, but you know, it's storage, it's pretty cool to still have that, so, but, you know, let's remove all of this, and let's do one size comparison here in the alt mode. So yeah, here he is with Optimus Prime, obviously also from the Studio series. And yeah, I really like the way these both look. Really fantastic. So yeah, there you guys have the alt mode size comparisons, and let's get right down into Bee's transformations. So starting off, you just want to untap, or first you want to lift up this hood thing and just untab it from these slots. And yeah, unfortunately, one of my complaints is that this piece does come off pretty easily. Wait, no, it's this piece. It's not this piece. I mean, this has come off for me before, but yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen to me on camera. But if it does, then you'll see why. It's one of my complaints. All right, so next thing, you just want to straighten out the legs, but kind of actually bend them first. So that way there's enough clearance to move over his legs, or his feet, I should say. Oh wait, why isn't this? Wait, there we go. Oh, that's why his foot, or his toes, I should say, are still down. There we go. So just lift that up, and then this little piece right here just overlaps this, and then after that, just hinge this over, and then just click that into place, and then there you go. Now you got one leg done. Now for the other one, first lift up the toe, then bring this around, and then flip that forward, and then rotate this around, and there you go. Now you got leg 2 done. So now let's do the upper half. Now first, just untab the arms, or I should say the forearms here, which are the wheels. And then next, you just want to click up the wheel to where it's like this, and then flip the hands out, and do the same thing right here. And then after that, then just move out the shoulders, and then flip down the shoulder pads right here, and then swivel the forearms right here so they're facing frontwards. And then after that, you just want to kind of move this forward, and then rotate here at the waist, And then after that, you just want to close in these panels right here. That, you know, should look like this, but then just close that up, and then bring it, or before you do all that, then just move. Oh, see, yeah, there you go. That piece comes out. That's one of my few complaints is when transforming this guy, it can be a little bit of a pain when that like untabs. But anyways, so you just want to flip up this panel right here, and then there's a slot right here on that panel, and then there's a tab right here, and then just clip that in, and then I have to reattach this now. Yeah, they should have made that bit stronger, a bit of a stronger connection right here, because it comes off like so much when you're trying to transform this. Like never, I think like every time I transform this piece has popped off, and yeah, whether that being alt mode to robot mode or robot to alt mode, it's, yeah, not fun. But anyways, so that gotta bring. Oh wait, I think I gotta bring this up or something. Or wait, hold on. Okay, my mistake. Yeah, this panel doesn't go up, I don't think. But you know, for if you own this figure too, I think you'll understand the pain of having that thing pop off, because I've had it pop off for other, you know, different reasons and stuff, and oh man, it's a huge pain. But anyways, then you can close up this chest panel right here, and then oh yeah, I forgot to show off. Yeah, you gotta bring up this panel right here to where it kind of sits right here. It doesn't tab in, it just sits there. And once you got that all completed, there you guys have Bumblebee in his robot mode. And yeah, I gotta say, this looks pretty nice. You know, it definitely captures how he looks in both War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. Because, you know, he had the same design. He was one of the few characters, well, I guess most of the characters didn't have a design change, but, you know, quite a bit did between the two games. But, yeah, Bumblebee had the same design in both of them, but, hey, I don't care. This is a pretty cool design right here, and, yeah, Glad Studio Series nailed it very nicely. So, yeah, but anyways, getting a closer look here at his head sculpt. Really nice. Very War for Cybertron Bumblebee there. And he got his chest. This is one of those few things I thought would like bother me a lot, because like when they first heard it, it's like, oh come on, why is his chest sticking out? But it actually doesn't look that bad in the hand. I mean, you know, and you can see from here it's not sticking out too much. It's sticking out, I mean, it still is sticking out a little much, but it's honestly not that bad. It's, you know, I can bear with it and stuff. It's not really that as noticeable as what they're showing on the, you know, the stock photos and stuff. But yeah, a really nice detailing too in there, like right here where the red is, really nice. And not really any paint for the legs, but yeah, what would have been nice if they had some paint like right here, where it's kind of sculpted in. But oh well. Yeah, on the back here, yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a backpack, but that is accurate to the game. So yeah, but overall pretty clean. Really like how it turned out. So yeah, now anyways, for the articulation on this guy, his head is on a ball joint, so you can move it side to side. He can look down that far and then look up that far, and then shoulders move out that far and then rotate a full 180. He does have a bicep swivel, a bend at the elbow, in and out movement here at the hands. There's a hinge. He does have a waist swivel. Legs can get up this far, back that far, out that far. He does have a thigh swivel. That untabs. Unfortunately, this untabs a little bit too easily. His his knees do bend, and he does have an ankle pivot, and his toes move up and down. So plenty of articulation on this guy. You can get lots of posability out of him. So really nice. He doesn't have a wrist swivel, unfortunately, but you know, hey, at least he's got quite good articulation here, especially for Deluxe. So I can't be too angry with that. But, you know, but still would have been kind of nice to see. But yeah. So, anyways, now for the accessories. Again, comes with a sword. You can put that in both of his hands. But I prefer to put it in his left hand, because this hand right here, or forearm, I should say, does detach, and oh no, I decapitated Bumblebee, or not decapitated, that would be his head. Oh no, I amputated Bumblebee. Oh no, no, just kidding. Yeah, because this in the games, you know, they're it always, it's always the right hand that they have. I mean, it makes sense in perspective for the player, but they had their right hands or forearms become their weapons and stuff. So, and of course, those two guns that Bumblebee came with do go into there. So yeah, he doesn't hold them, but rather it replaces his form, which again, like I said, a billion times before, is accurate to the video games. So of course, you know, you got his bigger gun right here, and this is my favorite of the two to have on him for the robot mode, because it's nice and beefy and fits with his arm aesthetic a bit more. You know, it's kind of flows in better there. But yeah, there's that, so you can blast some Decepticons and whatnot. And you could also have this gun right here. And yeah, this looks good too, but you know, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of looks like he lost an arm, and like, you know, now he's got this weird robotic arm. I mean, he's a robot anyways, but still, like, you know, if you know what I mean, a lot of those sci-fi shows where someone kind of becomes a cyborg sort of, and then they have like this weird robot-like arm. That's what that kind of reminds me of. But yeah, that looks cool too. But I do prefer that being like the gun on top of his car, like on top of his car in the alt mode. But yeah, so really cool accessory selection right there. Even better than Prime's, because I mean, he's got 3, and Prime had 2. So that's very nice. But we'll bring back his forearm right here, and we'll do one robot mode size comparison, which you guys already know who that will be. So yeah, but anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with Optimus Prime. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good scale right here. Yeah, these two look really nice with each other, and yeah, I can't wait to get more of these Gamer Edition figures, because these are the only two I have so far. I haven't found Barricade as of this recording, so hopefully soon. You know, because again, I love these Cybertron game designs. They're among my favorites in the Transformer franchise, and you know, now that we're getting really accurate interpretations of them in figure form, definitely want to make sure to get all of these, or at least most of them. Yeah, there you guys have those comparisons right there. And of course, since this guy is still a Studio Series figure, we shall take a look at his backstrap right here, which is what they call it, Defend Iacon. So yeah, there's this right here. You got the energy chamber, wherever that is, and yeah, so you can put Bumblebee right there, and now he's defending Iacon. So there's that. Yeah, I again, as I always mention, I don't keep these, because they're waste of space. They're cool backdrops, but I don't have any need for them. So, but yeah, that's how that looks right there. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Deluxe Class War for Cybertron Bumblebee. And yeah, I gotta say, this is a pretty nice figure right here. Pretty nice, pretty good. Really love the paint and stuff. I mean, I could use a bit more on his legs and stuff. Detailing is very good. Love the head sculpt and stuff, and very accurate figure to the War for Cybertron, and also, I guess, Fall of Cybertron game. And yeah, really, really nice, and yeah, and articulation is mostly great. I wish his ankle pivots would I mean, he does have ankle pivots, but they go out this way, sort of. I mean, this is more for transformation, but they don't go inwards. So, unfortunately, he doesn't have that, which is a bit of a bummer. And I don't really like how, this piece right here, always likes to pop off and stuff. That's Hasbro really needs to fix, those hinge joints right there. Maybe put a pin through them or something, because I mean, they still do that to the States. It's not like they don't do anymore, because that always pops off, and it's annoying, it's frustrating when transforming them. But besides that, this is a really nice pickup, and if you're a fan of the Cybertron games, I highly recommend. And yeah, I can't wait for the Cliffjumper version of this mold to come out in a few months. Yeah, but anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more. Comment down below what you guys think of this figure. And yeah, so anyways guys, as always, till all, R1.